Okay guys, it's me Imad. So today in this video tutorial we will learn about how to make a circuit for pulse width modulation within the simulide. As we are doing this circuit without the help of microcontroller, so we have to use one timer type IC. And here we have a special package which is called as chip 222. It is the analog of 555 timer. So now we will go and we will search for our chip 222. So here we got our chip 222, okay, setup. So we can see that it has 4 pins. One is the out, one is the PWM pin, one is for capacitor, that is CX, and one pin is adjusting pin, or we can say that we can adjust our duty cycle, okay, or we can set our duty cycle with the help of this adjust pin. So now we will connect one capacitor with that of the CX pin, because capacitor is the only thing that with the help of which we can create certain delays, okay. Because we can see that where we want to create a time, that is tau, so it is always equals to RC. Tau is always equal to RC because capacitor is the only component here we have with the help of which we can create certain time delay. So we can go and we can get our capacitor. So this is our capacitor. So this is 10 microfarad. Right click on it, rotate it clockwise and connect it with the CX pin. Now we can go and we can take our ground. Okay. And what about out pin? We have to connect a resistor of 75k. We can go and we can write a resistor of 75k. This is 75k resistor. And with the help of this resistor, our capacitor used to discharge. So if you want to increase the time, then obviously we have to increase the value of resistance. So with the adjusting pin, we can connect our fixed voltage power supply. Although we can use here the potentiometer, but we are just using directly the fixed voltage power supply here. And with the PWM pin, we need to observe the output. So take the oscilloscope and connect one of its pins with the PWM out. So now we will observe our waveform on the oscilloscope. So now we will run it out. Okay, we have to expand our what's called as the oscilloscope, or we can even make it small if you want to. Yes, like this. So here we can change our time divisions to milliseconds. Okay, let me see it properly. What's written here? It's time position and time divisions. Okay. So we can go for milliseconds. Okay, like 361 milliseconds, and we can further increase it out. So now we run it out. It's running. Okay, we can make our, okay, we have made our power supply on. Okay, now we will change it to millivolts. Okay, and it's 5 millivolts. Now we will start from 1000 millivolts, and we have seen that nothing has started. Now I'm increasing it out, and you can see that on 1700 millivolts it starts producing a pulse, okay, of very low width. Its duty cycle is very less. It is not even 10%. Now we will increase it out. Now you can see that our duty cycle has increased a little bit, like 20%, and then now a little more has increased. So duty cycle is the amount of on time, okay, that the signal is up or high for a certain amount of time. It is called as the duty cycle. So now this is then some more duty cycle, and now you can see that some more. Now the amount of on time is increasing. Now you can see it out. Now it is like 50% duty cycle. Okay, 50% duty cycle. Now some more, and now it is 60-70%, and some more, it is like 80% now, and then 90%, and then 100%. Okay, now I am decreasing it out so that we will see. Now you can see that this is 90% duty cycle. So in this way we can adjust our PWM signal. We can adjust the width of these pulse width modulated waveforms. So in this way you can generate your PWM signal. So hopefully you got the concept. So thanks for visiting our channel, and don't forget to subscribe.